What you see right here is hopefully what's going to be sitting here in about 6 months. Right, Kenny? Okay. And we're excited because what this represents, it represents an opportunity for our region. This project entails about a $2.7 million investment back into our community, and it's going to provide opportunity. And that opportunity it's going to evolve, it's going to create jobs, as well as it's going to create an opportunity for us as a practice to attract doctors that we can start adding specialties for eye care that we currently don't offer in the region, and so we're excited about that. My wife and I, we raise our kids here. We live in Paducah. We love Paducah. Paducah's our home. And as much as we're honored to have all of you here, we're also honored that we can give back to a community that has really been very, very gracious to us. My wife has told me I got to keep this on a tight schedule because we have other people that need to get somewhere. And so I'm supposed to introduce her. If any of you know my wife, you know that she likes things done in a particular way. Me, not so much. So she wrote out these things for me to talk about, and I kind of hit most of them. But I got to share with you what she wrote at the bottom about introducing her. She says, you can personalize it a little there at the end when you introduce me if you want. Only positive adjectives, please. So, with those instructions in mind, I'd like to introduce a person that is the most dedicated, hard-working physician that I've ever met, and certainly the most attractive ophthalmologist that I've ever met as well. No disrespect, Senator. And I could list a list of adjectives, but I'll save those for later. We got to get going. With that, I'd like to introduce my wife, Dr. Barbara Bowers.
Well, I would like to thank all of you for celebrating with us today as we break ground for our new building. This 15,000 square foot building will be the new home for Innovative Ophthalmology and the Paducah LASIK Center. We started 4 years ago with one doctor and one dream, 3 employees. 2 of those employees are still with me. One decided to move a little closer to be with her grandbaby, so I had to forgive her for that. But Amy Cardwell and Leanne Davis have been with me since day one. We also started with one phenomenal volunteer, and his name was David Hoffman. There were no titles back then. The 5 of us did whatever was necessary at whatever time to jumpstart a solo medical practice in this ever-changing field of medicine. Within a couple of months, I actually had some patients, and I actually found some office space, so we had to hire 2 more employees. And those 2 employees are Jendi Drake and Shannon Kruger, and they're here still with me today. So we've come a long way in 4 years. We now have 2 doctors, myself and Dr. Timothy Hobbs, and we have another doctor on the way. We have 16 employees. We brought Kentucky its very first bladeless cataract surgery. This practice also brought Western Kentucky its very first permanent bladeless laser surgery suite. Our goal to provide patients with state-of-the-art technology and efficient and friendly clinical setting has already led to 1 expansion at our present location, which was quickly outgrown almost before it was completed. The new building will allow us to continue to provide even more cutting-edge technology to the area and hopefully attract specialists to our area. I want to thank everyone who has played a part in our phenomenal success over the last 4 years. First and foremost, I would like to thank God. I would like to thank Him for always guiding me on my personal and professional pathways throughout life. It is by His grace and His gifts that I have the ability to make a difference in so many people's lives. God has brought us to this piece of land that we are standing on, and I and my staff will continue to follow His lead and hope that we can touch numerous more lives. The financial support, the emotional support, the never-ending words of encouragement, and hard work and dedication of many individuals has made today a reality. I want to extend my sincere gratitude to Kenny Hunt and A&K Construction and FNB for partnering with us on this project. I'd also like to thank Senator Rand Paul for being part of today's ceremony. I know he's an extremely busy man. I enjoy doing our pro bono surgeries together for patients in Western Kentucky that have no insurance. I've really enjoyed that throughout the last 2 years. I hope that this new facility will allow us to continue providing that service to this area and hopefully to be able to provide it to a larger number of people. I appreciate each and every one of you coming today to celebrate with us, and I hope you all come back at the end of this year or in the beginning of 2016, maybe, so that I can cut a really big ribbon on the front door to celebrate the completion of this project. Thank you.
Okay, moving right along. Chamber President Sandra Wilson, where'd you go? Come on over, say a few words.
I'm just going to say, recently I've adopted a tagline that says it's a great day at the Chamber. Well, today it's a great day in Paducah and in McCracken County, and we are so excited for this growth here, and thank you for being a Chamber member and such an avid supporter of our community. So thank you and congratulations.
Next, Mayor Gail Kaler.
Well, Dr. Bowers is not only a friend, but I'm a patient of hers. And I just want to say that Dr. Bowers and her family could have gone anywhere. You could have put your practice anywhere, but you chose Paducah. And it's because you're committed to Paducah, and I appreciate that. I appreciate their commitment to our city and to the great things that they're going to do for our community.
Next, Barb, are you supposed to introduce the senator, or am I? I got to tell you something. I was noticing the remarks that I was supposed to say that you've got a date with my wife this afternoon in surgery. I'm watching you. Barb?
All right, I would like to introduce someone that I have come to know and admire both professionally and personally. Politically, I admired him long before he became a U.S. Senator, when he was active in political issues within the field of ophthalmology. I became a Stand with Rand fan even before the term was coined. Professionally, I admire him because he is a fantastic eye surgeon, and he is blessed with a skill that he refuses to stop using, even though he cannot be compensated for it. Personally, he is a down-to-earth and compassionate friend who is a pleasure to be around. And it doesn't hurt that he has a phenomenal wife that I really like too. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my personal honor to represent to you someone who I'm honored to call my friend, Senator Rand Paul.
Well, thank you. It's exciting to be here. As you know, we don't always have good news. There's always concern about jobs in Paducah and Kentucky in general. There's concern about medicine in general. So when we can be part of something that is an expansion of medicine, an expansion of jobs for Paducah, I'm excited to be part of that. I've gotten to know Dr. Bowers because she's allowed me to come and do charity surgery here. And the charity goes beyond just her helping and getting the patients. She has to do the follow-up. She does all of this for free. She and I will operate together on 4 patients over at Lax-Mattaconi Surgery Center, and we will do this really at no expense. Everything's donated, and but it's a lot of work, and she'll see all the patients in follow-up, and we've been doing this for a year or two now. We've done this 3 or 4 times, and she finds people often who have been waiting a year or 2 or 3, and sometimes they're the most challenging cases because the cataracts get a little more difficult the longer they wait. But it's an exciting thing, and you've never seen anybody so happy who has no money, no insurance, and gets something like this, and they're the most appreciative people. But I couldn't do it without Dr. Bowers. it's important that we have businesses that are successful, but it's also important that we have people who give back to the community. And I think one of the things that we lost when we talked about medicine and when we did this big reform is that we were losing that there were good physicians who were helping their community, and there always have been. And it can't happen, even under the new system, it can't happen unless we have physicians who do this. So I'm proud to associate with Dr. Bowers, and I wish her the best of luck with her new business.